Are we live? I think we're live. So my food came, and I don't know how obnoxious this is going to be, but I'm going to eat it. I'm hungry. I think faint crunching sounds are probably coming out. All right, so what's the story on this? What are we doing? We are testing out more pacifist mode changes to behavior and looking at death. Ah. I want this little chuckleberry to go get himself killed. I can entice some more necks to come over here and do that deed for me. Go get him. No, not me. Go, Nick. Get him, little green guy. Nice. Okay. That seemed to have worked. But I didn't remember getting a message. I'm going to charm you so you can get killed. Get him, piggy. Oh, Neck is the destroyer of worlds. Oh, right on. Thank you. Hey, Volk. Right it is. Welcome to the stream. So I'm trying to test out when one of my Thralls dies, making sure I get a message indicating to the player that you lost your buddy. So I'm looking for something that'll kill this Neck. Good evening to you too, sir. Hope you're having a good, what's today, Tuesday? There's a pig over there. I spent a bunch of time this morning trying to figure out how to make Ike not sad. I figured it was my code. I was, Ike was going in the water and holding his head down. Jesus, this Neck. He's unkillable. When I charmed him, he would, his AI would break, basically. Jesus, this Neck is insane. All right, I need to increase swimming speed, too, so I need to put that on a list of things I want to work on. Let's try swim speed is 1. Let's make a hit list here. Dvergr. Fusion. What else did I have? Okay, is he gone? No, he's out there swimming. So I also, like, okay, did he die? He may have died. Let's have a look. Removing charmed enemy on death. Alright, well, he did die. But I don't think I got a message. And he was... Huh. Doesn't look right. Charmed enemy, enemy neck on death. I have the wrong... On death. This guy died. Instance died. This charmed was false. So I didn't do any of this. Hey, Cookie! Hello there. Welcome to the fun-ish. That is not Notepad. That is Notepad++. I love this text editor. Insofar as a person can love a piece of nerdy software. Apologies in advance for eating sounds if you hear any. I'm not sure how nasty they are, but it's I have a bowl of warm vegetables here that I'm going to be working my way through. Alright, let's see if I can get a grayling to get himself killed here. Okay, you're in trouble, grayling. Yeah, he's not long for the world, I don't think. Alright, he died. So, I didn't get a message. Log says, removing... Okay, was charmed and died. But I didn't get a message. Looks like he was removed from the list, so hooray for that. If local player is unequal to null, then local player message your thrall has fallen. Top left. Oh, okay. Should I do it top left? I should do it center. So I probably did get a message. I could roll back the video and see, but that sounds like it'd be hard. So that seemed to work. Let's try seeing what's up with the Dvergr. I'm curious about that one because their faction is wonky. Oh yeah, so I was saying, so Eikthyr, when charmed, would have a target. He'd be targeting a neck, but he'd go stand in the water and be sad and not do anything. And we tried just straight up taming him. Did the same thing. Then I just simply changed his faction to players, and he did it. And I set his faction to undead, so he would be aggro against the Meadows creatures, and he did the same thing. So I think boss AI is a special case, and boss v boss battles, while would be kind of hilarious in this mode, I think I'm going to disallow anyway because I don't think that's the intention really. So I think the gameplay that I really want is for someone to gather an army of zone creatures to take down the boss and not just have like two Yagluths fighting it out. As cool as that is, it's fraught with trouble, and I think I'm just gonna pull that feature. So no boss on boss, no charmable bosses. It was fun while it lasted, but you know, oh well. So let's try Dvergr. I also think I want to change the text on the screen to be vertical over here on the left, over where it says Trophy Pacifist, over here. I think I want it to be upwards, because like when you later in the game your health bar gets ginormous and cuts right through the text, and I don't want to move it up, and I don't know. It's like a whole thing. Maybe I'll turn it sideways and kind of get it out of the way. Alright, we were going to do Dvergr, so we're going to definitely dev commands. Go into God mode, spawn Dvergr. Which Dvergr do I want to spawn? Okay. They spell it funny. Spawn Dvergr with an E? Yeah. Alright, there's my boy. Alright, so I charmed him. So what do I know about that? His original faction was Dvergr. Now he's faction player. Does that mean he will shoot me? What if I put something that he hates out here? What does he hate? Seekers, I guess. Pixel Diablo had him... Well, he seems to be my friend. He hasn't aggroed on me yet. Pixel Diablo reported that the Dvergr what was I saying? Yeah, Pixel Diablo reported the Dvergr. He charmed him, took him into battle, and then the Dvergr shot him in the back. So I would think the Dvergr hates that Seeker. Okay, he does. If I can't attack that Seeker. I wonder how he got that. I just need to get out of the water, you know what I'm saying? I think the Dvergr was going after a neck who was swimming. Ward damage, that's an interesting thought. I suppose I could try that. I'm going to turn this Seeker loose on the meadows, I think. Alright, goodbye everything. Debug mode. Debug mod. No, that's what I'm doing. Let's find a Dvergr house. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Find Dvergr ruins. For structure. Mr. Large. No. Dvergr. Town something. DG to Dvergr Town. No. Sleeping aid. Please. I knocked you out the other night. I think it worked pretty well, so you can listen to my dulcet tones as I say things like, huh, I wonder why that's happening. Drift happily off to sleep knowing that bugs that matter to a couple dozen people in the world are being fixed happily in the background. Maybe I'll just port around the Mistlands and see if I can find a little Dvergr town. So, without boss v boss, queen is unkillable. That may be. Clackety clack. Maybe if I print seeds, I can find a town. Ain't nothing around. There looks like a town right there. Okay, so there's a ward here, right? Why didn't print seeds find this? Wouldn't print seeds find that? Are there no Dvergr in there, maybe? No, they're here. Okay, so... Right, so the theory that it has to do with the ward sounds good. So if I shoot this guy, do I violate the ward rule? No, they're still talking to me like I'm a friend. Nope. Got my two buddies. Wait a minute, are they all friendly? No. Okay, so let's kill some stuff. I wonder what that would have been then. Maybe some other bug I had in that earlier version. Where's he going? Oh, they're gonna chase hares, aren't they? Rabbit blaster. Let's see where they are. I see two of them out there. I thought I had three. It says I have three. I don't see the third one. Maybe there's friendly fire when they're my friend. Is that a thing? No, I don't think so. I want a Jotun puff. Oh, there they are. Can I eat? No. Won't hurt. Okay, are you still my friend? Yes. Well, Dvergr seem to be behaving like I would think they do. Wonder what they were doing that caused that to be a thing. The little hair-killing machines is what they are. Lost one of my charms. Said uncharmed character not found. Interesting, he probably died then. So dying is something that I have to look at still. Alright, here comes. Come on, guys. Come help me. What if I turn somebody on a Dvergr charm? I wonder if... I bet that fucks it up. Like if I charm a Seeker to kill a Dvergr? And then it's killed by something with the player faction and then the Dvergr hate me. I bet that's the deal. Oh, the Dvergr here is going to break charm in a second, and then Islam's monster will take him. How are the eating sounds? Terrible. I could mute myself if it's detectable. All right. The burger is going to break charm in 1 minute. Barely noticeable, but noticeable. Got it. Teenager. I remember my teenagers. There was a period, I have 2 daughters, the teenagers would show up in like packs of teenage boys. And teenage boys are just like gross. Like, and I was a teenage boy, and I don't remember being as gross as I was, but I know that I was at least slightly gross. But they smell and they're loud and they're just like they're unruly and hungry, you know. And they're just like they're feral, you know. They're just like feral humans. Okay, Dvergr break in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I lost the mage, but not this mage apparently. Okay, now this isn't the. It looks like it changed faction for all the Dvergr when I shot one. Like all of them switched faction, which is totally not something that I did. So something's going on behind the scenes when you charm a Dvergr. They, like maybe everybody in the zone changes faction. No, wait, that's not true. They default to friendly, so their health bars are green, so they're not charmed. They're not attacking that Seeker. Why? I don't think they're all following me either, though, right? Just that one dude. I just have the Seeker right now. All right, I'll charm you. You're my friend. You'll follow me. Everybody's friendly. I guess I have to wait for that Seeker to pop. What's it going after? So what's with all the pyrotechnics here? Is that a rat? Is that all over a rabbit? It may all be over a rabbit. Okay, there's my boy. Where's my Seeker? There's my Seeker. I don't know. It kind of made sense if, like, I sent him back to his previous faction. But it would make sense if I charm a guy and he breaks charm and then goes after and kills a Seeker. I don't know. just spawn a seeker in here. Okay. Did he shoot that at me? He seemed to, he's on me now. His old faction was no, he's not on me. God, I wonder what the bug was then. I'm not seeing any problems, but if 2 people reported it, I believe there's a problem. Maybe it has to do with like AoE damage somehow. Alright, my seeker broke. I don't know. There's a Dvergr there. Well, I'll wait for Charm to break and see if he turns on me. I don't get it. Tried a couple things. Okay. Do you want to run a couple past me and I can try them? Okay, no worries. I was hoping more scientific than me just running around trying stuff. Alright, so I have a Dvergr that I just shot, and I have one that is about to expire. And the one that's about to expire ran off after something. Alright, his charm broke. Yeah, I don't know. Well, at least it doesn't seem ward related. At least I wonder... actually, I do want to try something. So now that... oh, hello, y'all. I want to charm a y'all. I think that would be a good friend to have in the Mistlands. So I'm thinking, like, very helpful, y'all. So I'm thinking if I got myself in trouble, I can't attack anything, but I can do damage to the environment. So right now I'm pissing off those Dvergr, I assume. I hear the ward going bonk. So they probably hate my guts, right? Are there any alive? What was I going to test? I was going to break stuff, wait for my charm to pop, and then see if he came after me, which I assume he would. But then if I charm him again, maybe he... Alright, so this guy is my charm. He's going to expire in about 20 seconds. So I'm guessing he will turn on me when he pops. But then if I charm him again, maybe he won't fully be charmed. Hi, buddy. I don't think this is my charm. It's acting like it. Definitely acting like it. Alright, well I have to wait how many seconds? 14 seconds? No, 114 seconds. 2 minutes. Maybe a synthetic test is better. Well, I did have that bug where things that got unloaded and reloaded would get their charm state borked. So, since fixing that, I'm wondering if maybe that had something to do with it. Turn black but wouldn't follow. Turn black means I hit him, changed his faction, but his AI... Alright, so there. No? It's almost about to expire. There goes my y'all. I'm curious if a queen, if you can kill the queen with just seekers that spawn in the dungeon. Bit overkill with the y'all versus hare. Okay, the mage is going to expire right about now. Mage is no longer mine. Does he hate me? He doesn't hate me. Can I talk to him? He's going to say a tet and stuff. Returning home. Do you hate me? Because I'm beautiful? No, doesn't appear to. Maybe fixed. I'm going to call that maybe fixed. No reproduction. What else did I want to look at? Charmed enemies sometimes go in the water and get sad. Thralls chase deer all the way across the zone. So getting them to give up on their target is something that I haven't been successful with either. Like I want them to give up on their target if they get X meters from you. One thought I had about that is change their targeting so they don't use their own position for targeting and they only target within the player's radius. Or maybe the radius of around the player and them. No, around the player. Alright, well, test that I get a message when something gets killed. Yeah, I was playing around with that. They use the AI uses this function find enemy, which just tries to find the closest thing that it's hostile to from its position. And I overrode it, and I can punch in the player's position and see what happens, but I don't see that function getting called a lot. So I think there may be another way that the AI acquire target. Okay, get killed. Yeah, your Thrall Grayling has fallen, and he's off the list. Good. That appears to work. So let's take a look at find enemy. Where did I put that? Find enemy. This one right here. So if I look at monster AI.update target, find enemy happens if it's time to update and the character is not attacking. The player is inside 50 meters of this AI, then the update timer is set to a shorter time frame, so it'll update target more frequently or less frequently if he's farther away. And then it just calls find enemy and sets that to be the target. So it's pretty straightforward. What find enemy does is just loop through all the characters in the scene. If they're not an enemy or they're dead or they've been told to skip, ignore them. Otherwise, do a distance check and assign the character to that guy that I found. So let's see, item is the character. Get his AI, can he sense the target? And I'm not sleeping and I'm valid, then if the distance is less than some really big number, and I don't have a character. Wait a minute, what's this doing? Character's null. Character's null, then character's not null. Oh yeah, that's all it does. And then if the character is still null and we're hunting the player, then the target's the player. So it seems like a pretty simple function. And it seems like that's the one that gets called. So in my find enemy, I'm going to let it go through all the trouble of doing all this crap and return. Okay, so here's where the problem is, returning that character. No. Find enemy. If we're not charmed, ignore me. Yeah, so I'm going to change what I have here to target dist from player. Instance target. Target is the target creature from my current target. So I don't care about that. I want to ignore that. We're doing this fresh. Target distance is so I need to iterate through everything like they do. Basically this. Merp. Num2. It's a distance. If that's less than num, which we're just finding the closest brute force. So we're going to go actually, I think maybe I just want to replicate exactly what they do and then modify it to my evil purpose. I was going to copy the whole function and snarfle it into my find enemy. If we're pacifist and it's not charmed, do all this crap. I'm just going to comment out my old code. You know what? I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to leave all my old code in there. Comment it out. Paste in their goofy code. I mean, it's goofy because it came out of the decompiler. So here we go. All characters. Character. Okay, if instance is enemy, I'm going to make a convenience variable for that. Me. Base AI me equals instance. Oh. Okay, is enemy between me and item. I'm going to rename item to be enemy. So if enemy is my enemy and enemy is not dead and enemy is set to skip, skip. Otherwise, get the enemy AI. Name that enemy AI. Enemy AI. Let me clean up all this crap. Object, object. Enemy AI is unequal to null. Or enemy AI is sleeping. And me can sense enemy. And compute enemies transform position. Need to get rid of some of these extra parentheses. If not, enemy is unequal to null. It's a little complicated. If not, enemy is unequal to null. Why don't we just go if enemy is null? Okay, so if enemy is null or enemy is not null and it's not sleeping and can sense it. Okay, that's correct. Hey, Immunity. What's up? Thanks for stopping in, man. This transformed position, I think that's me. Transform. So the distance between me and my enemy is me to enemy dist. Object, object. Okay. Why is there a problem here? If not, me is enemy, or me is. Oh. Okay, so enemy AI is null or enemy AI is not sleeping and can sense him. He's closer to me, remember him, otherwise. Closest dist. Okay. Characters null. And I'm hunting the player. Then get the player. Closest player to me. Right? This, yeah. Closest player to me within 200 meters. Object, operation, implicit, convert, type, convert, object to object. Oh, that's crap. Closest player unequal to null. And closest player in debug mode or in ghost mode, return null. Okay, this function, this is a prefix. Has a Boolean. So we're just going to replace this function entirely. It's not pacifist, return true, which means run the normal function. We're not charmed. Return true. Prefix result. Okay. So if return null, that means result. Result is null. Return false, meaning don't run the other guy. Otherwise, return false. Result is closest player. And otherwise return myself, I guess. Or return the closest. Right. So this is the actual, I'll rename that closest enemy. So the result is closest enemy, return false. All right, so that should be the stock behavior for this function find enemy. So all I really want to do is use the player's position. Character local player equals player.m local player. If local player equals null, turn true. So I want to get the player's position versus the enemy's position instead. So the enemy to the local player is transform. Distance. Leave this the same if we're hunting. Okay, so that should now only select enemies within The closest, it'll find the closest target for a given monster based on the distance to me, not to the distance to the character. So let's see what that does. We should see a big change in how they chase things, hopefully. Oh. All right, I'm going to go close to this neck. All right. I'm going to go away. Go close to somebody else. He got killed, didn't he? He got killed. You, do my bidding. We're rich. We're rich. Okay, deer. Now, I don't know if he'll forget about him unless I ask him to. Doesn't look like he is. Yeah, he's completely taken off after that deer. I'm gonna sit here and eat some rice and let him come back. Be cool if you could like click on him here and like see through his eyes, or like get an overhead camera of him moving around down there. I'm totally not going to do that, but that would be cool. So he's still chasing that deer. What can I do when he's over there chasing the deer? Wonder if find enemy is still getting called. Let's see. I discovered this thing, which is pretty cool. Base AI. This is built into Unity Explorer. You can hook into a function and then add a little print and print values This is super handy. Like, this is the closest I've come so far to being able to inspect the running game, because I usually just print stuff out. All right, so turn that on. Save. And so what did I do to it? Okay. I would expect something to get printed. What a messy implementation. Do I not have debug.log? Debug does not exist in the current context. Oh. Console. Right? Nope. Okay, that's why. Looks like Unity Explorer log. Can I just do this? Looks like it. So while he's over there chasing that thing, did he get... No, he's still going after it. So he's not trying to find an enemy while he's doing all this. So he's using his current target. Let me see about clearing his target and seeing what happens if he calls find enemy again. So if I use his monster AI... Oh, I don't know if I can clear his target. Target creature. Target creature. I can inspect it, but I can't clear it. That's a bummer. Let's see, targeting. Target. Interval. Near and far is 6 and 2. Update target timer is about to expire. So we can set that to expire. Set it to -1. Right now he should update his target. Yeah. It's still that deer. Update target timer. Let's look at monster AI. M update target timer. Call during update target. Update target timer. So if it's less than 0 and we're not attacking, then it's going to call find enemy again. Is player in range? Sets the timer update, resets it, and then calls find enemy. But I'm not seeing find enemy getting called. Unless my little hook didn't work. Hook wants to edit. Should be printing something. Yeah, it's not getting called. Oh, you've been on for 12 hours today. Yeah, no kidding, man. Go be not at a computer or on a screen for a while. Thanks for popping in, Immunity. I appreciate it. So that grayling and that deer are hopeless. Okay, so going back to my code, let's just say hi here. Okay, let's see if we ever find the closest enemy. Closest enemies, no. Otherwise, so all I want him to do is give up, clear his target, and then he should return to me and not stop chasing the thing. Okay, he got killed. He's off the charm list. Good. Find somebody else. Pig. That didn't last long. Alright, Nick, let's get a deer. Where'd he go? Oh, he went down in the water. Ah, not this again. Should I make him just not go in the water ever, maybe? No, that would be too gimping, I think. Well, that was anticlimactic. Let's go inland. Not seeing find enemy getting called anywhere. Oh, there it was. Log. Right. Where? Right. Where was it? Find enemy called for grayling. Find enemy called for charmed grayling. Find enemy returning charmed target. Enemy return charmed target. Blank. So null, nothing. Really? Didn't find anything. Why? Should. Another ghost called find enemy again. I get to return nothing again. Is that right? Target closest enemy. That name. Closest enemy set here. What's... Find a deer. Anybody? Anything? Please? Give it to me. This meadows is devoid of life. All flora, no fauna. There's a gray dwarf. Alright, it found that target. So it actually did return the gray dwarf. There's a bar. 1 star. Well, kind of think I want the bear. He's stuck though. Oh, there he goes. Okay. So let's see if the bear picks up a target. Target, nothing. So as soon as I get close enough to have a target, the bear should jump it. Then I need to do the opposite, which is if he gets far enough away, he drops it. And that's going to be tricky. Come on, Bjorn, let's go. There's some things down here. Bear doesn't see him yet. Okay. Not yet. There we go. No? Yeah. Alright, well this kind of works. I just need to get him to drop the target when he gets far enough away. I think my function is working. So that returns the closest one. So now if closest dist, so I find the closest enemy. If closest dist is less than, I don't know, 100 meters? What's a good, let's do 50. Say Thrall, this guy found wants to discard at distance. Closest dist is greater than 50. Yeah. Result is null, return false. Otherwise, return the closest enemy. So it's saying I found an enemy, but he's farther away than 50 meters, so forget it. Farther away than 50 meters from me. All right, so that's going to, well, let's see what that does. You seem to switch target from deer to boar. Yeah, the boar was closer, I think. Could print out the list of all the targets. And we can print the list of what it finds closest to me, and then we can see if it picks the right one. What do I want to do? I want to get a grayling, get him to chase after something, then run away from it and see if he tries to drop it. I don't think he actually will drop it, but I should get a message. I got to figure out how to actually clear his target. Okay. See, he picked up a neck. Alright, so I'm going to run this way. See if he drops. Just wants to discard neck. Alright, it's saying he wants to. But he is very clearly not doing that. And then it threw an exception. Hang on. Oh, God. Fucking log spam. Stop. So let's see what we got. We got Thrall Grayling wants to discard neck clone at distance 91. It's following up for a while. And then I got find enemy patch object not set to the instance of an object. Object reference not set to an instance of an object in line 7842. Oh. Closest enemy was possibly null there, so or instance character was null. I think probably that. This enemy is equal to null. This. That should be fine. So that's probably null. Discard it. Okay, so that, not worried about that. So it does want to discard it, but it doesn't. So let's try this. Me set target info. Hold on, cough coming. Oh, coughing fit. Blah. Okay, so I'm going to clear. Voice is going to be all fucked up now. So I'm going to clear the target. Smooth. I'm going to try clearing his target. And seeing if that does the trick. And I think probably if this works okay, which I don't think it will, but if it does, I'm going to see about increasing the swim speed and then probably stick a bow on this and upload it or send it out to limited testing. You know how to sideload mods, Volk? Run the other way. Let's say you want to leave. Oh no, he died. Something else. Still have that print in there, right? Wants to discard. Yeah. You're an Xboxer. Can do the Xbox does the Xbox Valheim allow modding? I haven't heard of such things, but I don't pay much attention to the old Xbox. Well, console gaming is more social. It's a living room activity, so I that tracks. Does that mean you're closed up in your office watching a stream on your computer, though? No mod support for Xbox. Oh. Okay, there's a deer over here, buddy. Somewhere. Oh, that's too bad. Doing an Xbox mod would be fun. Guess there's really no way for me to test that. There he goes. He's after him. Get him. All right, so now I want to run the other way. Ah. So I'm 50 meters away, and then he'll want to disengage from him, right? I'll get a message. There goes. Wants to discard. All right, did he stop? He did not. He's still chasing. May keep going this way. It's no longer saying wants to discard. Oh, he's dead? What happened? Is he gone? No? He's off the map, but he's on the charm list. What's that mean? I don't like that. Something weird happened. Kill the pig. All right, fighting the pig. Info wants to discard. Come on. Reacquired him. Wants to discard. And he's dead. So let's try to find an easier way to test this. This is kind of for the birds. So if he's farther away than 10 meters, try to discard him. So this is not working. Set target info, target none. What would he do? He would have no target. Hey, Fizzy. 28 people. I don't know that number is actually real. I don't know much about YouTube, but I would be super surprised if that were more than 2 actual people. But who knows? Who knows, you know? Who knows what goes on out there in the interwebs? So find enemy is called by update target. Let's look at update target. I can set the timer I set the timer to some large value so he doesn't try to get a new target for a while, maybe. Like a hack. All right, so I call find enemy. I return null because you're too far away. Then it goes, if this character exists, then do this, but it doesn't. And I also, if I clear the target, I think target creature gets cleared too. Is that right? If I say set target info, no, it just sets the value in the ZDO. It doesn't actually set the target value to null. So I'll clear target creature, and that'll mean that target creature is null, so this will be false. It's unequal to null. False and false. And it might try to pick up a static target, which I'm still not sure what that is. I think it's like a piece of furniture or something. I think it has to be attack player objects for this to work. So I think the static target is like a beat up your workbench or whatever. Anyway, that won't get called. Character is not tamed, so this will not get called. But if I null target creature out, it's not going to execute any of that. It's not going to execute any of that. It's not going to execute any of that, so it's going to set target info to none, which is what I'm doing. Then it's going to see how long it's been since it. So if it's alerted and target creature is unequal to null, which it won't be, then it looks like it's not going to do anything. Which I guess we don't want it to do anything. Time since target creature. When I clear it, I should probably reset this value to 0. So I'm going to do a couple things now. If I can find the window. So I'm not going to bother with that because well, maybe I will anyway, just for shiggles. Time, whoops. What's it called? Something target. Time since hold on, what's going on here? This is base AI find enemy. And here I'm on monster AI. This is what? This is base AI find enemy that I'm overriding. So I want to override this. But if it's a monster, let's say monster AI, monster, if monster, then me.m times monster dot time since target creature equals 0. So you just lost the target. Monster target creature is null. Maybe I can just set target null like that. And I won't do that at all. Set target, what does it do? So if the target is, if I set it to null, it's not going to do anything. Okay, never mind. Target static. It's null. Set target info, none. So that's maybe a little better. I'm saying Odor's viewbots for years. Yeah, that's right. I don't even know how to do that, man. Isn't that wildly illegal? Well, you know, I thought people were viewbotting, but seeing as I have 33 people watching now, and I've done nothing because I'm too stupid to figure out how to do it, and I also don't care. I don't know what's going on, so I have to kind of reevaluate the fact that I was making assumptions about other people viewbotting to try to increase their hype or whatever, you know, get their brand established. Oh. All right, come follow me, come follow me, come follow me. Good. Don't want any of those necks. All right, and there's a deer. Where's that deer? He's over here. I should have spawned a deer. Okay, go get him. Go get him, Thrall. All right, now I'm looking for him to lose interest in that deer. Thrall wants to discard at distance 9999. That sounds weird. Did he discard? He did. He's back. Hey, wait a minute. That almost worked. Why is it saying wants to discard at distance 9999? Did he not pick up that target? Okay. Wants to discard at 18 meters. All right, yeah, that's... Did he kill it? It didn't work. He killed it. Come on, deer. You can do a little better than that. Okay, wants to discard. All right, yeah, he discarded. Hell yeah, that's it. That looks to be working. So what's the player's radius? What's a good operable player radius? I think 100 meters. If you run 100 meters away from something, or it chases something 100 meters from you, then you're probably don't want to deal with it. All right, he's going to pick up that boar. Come here. Go get it. Go get it. There's a boar right there, dude. There's a boar. He's wants to discard a neck. He's not picking up that target. This is clearly the closest target to me. So I need to have him switch targets to whatever's closest to me, I think, maybe. Do I want that? No, I want him to remember his target. He's not picking up this boar. Now, okay, I have to be pretty close. I'm going to run away. He wants to discard it now. And he follows me. Okay. So that works. What's new with you, Fizzy? I don't see you around all the usual places much. You've been hiding out on Sobe streams? Get him! Get him! Alright, if I stay inside 10 meters... Let's see if I can get him to leave it now. Yeah. If I come back... I pick it up. Yep, he got it. Okay, well, that appears to work. So now what do I do? Let's tune it. All right, so resetting the time since sensing will start the timer to find something new, then target creature, and just blasting the values into the monster's AI seems to work. So what's the distance I care about? Let's call this pacifist thrall player target distance. We'll just set up a constant right here for convenience. Const float. Const float. 100 meters. Maybe that. 100, maybe too much. 50. That's a good like operational range. That like if you're running around trying to get something cooking, end to end, how far do you want? How much space do you need to be trying to control combat? I feel like 100 is overkill. What I'm really trying to do here is replace the thralls chasing things all the way across the frickin' zone with, chasing it far enough to where you're no longer a thrall. You're going to go kill something and I'm never going to find it. So I guess sight distance is probably a good start with 50 meters. Yeah. 75. Yeah, let's see what 50 feels like. Let me go ahead and check this in just because source control. I have so little control over different things in my life. If I can control some source, all the better. All right, I'm going to call that bug fixed. It's just a matter of tuning. And then I guess the next thing to look at is swim speed. So before I run again, I'm going to have a quick look at what how swim speed works. Character is swimming, character on swimming. Swim stamina. No. Character is swimming. Swim timer. No. There's nothing in the AI that does anything swim related, looks like. So swimming is probably handled on the character as a physical environment. So he's, as far as the AI knows, he's pathing, he's moving, but he's not swimming. The swimming process must character swim speed. This looks likely. Who reads it? Update swimming character. All right, that sounds like the right place. So what happens here? Are we on the ground? Apply status effect speed mods. So this is going to be, I went in the water and I have a speed modification while I'm in there, whether I'm the player or not. Swim acceleration. Say if we're not the player, this is our movement rate. Mover times speed. Speed is what? Swim speed times get attack speed factor movement. That seems random. All right, my speed is my swim speed. I can just boost the swim speed of the character once he's thralled and then fix it when he's not. There might be an easier way. In minor action slowdown. No idea. Okay, add noise. Pushback force, add force, liquid level. Towards it's checking the water and applying water dynamics, and now it's setting a bunch of variables of forward speed, whatever it computed here. This is all complicated. So really it's just the speed. It gets the speed here, not there. Oh, this program. I love it, but damn. Apply status effect, speed mods. Modify speed on the status effect. So I don't know if the enemies get a status effect applied to them when they go in the water. They might. So we get speed again, then the actual velocity is moved or modified by that. And it's lerping based on how fast we accelerate. That's if that's the player. Otherwise, it just gets the velocities, magnitude, the desired velocity, the current velocity of the character. And if the desired velocity is greater than the current one, then we lerp towards it and then recalculate the velocity vector. And then we lerp towards that from the current velocity. So that's all that all happens right there. So where's the best way to change this? Probably the easiest way to change this is in either get attack speed factor movement, but that I think would have side effects. I bet that's called elsewhere for other things. It's used for swimming, flying, and walking, so I can't use that. Minor action slowdown is used by swimming and walking. Status effect speed mods are probably dang it. There probably is a I entered the water status effect. I'm gonna guess. Used by update swimming, flying, walking, and jump. Apply status effect speed mods. How would I know if there's a status effect on the guy when he's in the water? So since I want to limit this to just swim, okay, so swim speed is probably whatever that is. It's going to be overridden by the character. And I can just save it off when he's charmed, double it, whatever. When a charm wears off, restore it. It's probably the cleanest. But I am curious about this status effect thing. So how do I find out? I'm gonna, let's see, quick break. 47 people watching now. That cannot be right. Like and subscribe, y'all. Y'all Russian bots. I don't know what's. I have no likes, so I assume that it's all numerical hooey. I'm gonna step away for a second here, and I will be right back. Hang on. Okay. I think I'm back. Am I back? I'm back. What was I doing? I don't remember. I was going to have it swim speed increase. Oh, I wanted to see if I could look for a special effect, a status effect on a swimming enemy. So the power of Unity Explorer. Oh yeah, I haven't refreshed my page since I started. Oh well, that's cool. Well, I think there were 5 people here. Nice. I got 5 likes. Now it says 35. Now it says 49 people watching. I don't understand any of this. I will not worry about it. So, let's see. Ah. You leave me alone. Dang it. Okay. So what I want to do is find somebody in the water. And then I want to pull up the inspector and see if I can get a click on one of them. Probably not that guy. Probably that guy. Can I get a neck? There he is. Alright, so here's the neck that's in the water swimming. His character probably has his game object. Humanoid. SE man. Here's his status effect manager. Status effect. Let's see, maybe there's one status effect on him. Items. Wet. Okay, so the wet status effect probably has a movement speed reduction. Let's see if it does. SE wet. Alright. Campfire burning. Water hit type damage. Tolerate water. I don't see anything. But it might be in the base class. Stamina usage. There's like movement speed. Modify speed. Modify speed. Apply status effect speed mods. Status effect modify speed. Well, the wet one didn't have a status effect modify speed that I saw. Just water damage. Looks like it's burning through the timer on the campfire, or it's actually changing the wet effect by having a campfire effect or a burning effect on you. That's cool. Campfire 10 times faster than normal time and 50 times faster than normal time for burning effect. If you can't tolerate the water and you're wet, then you get damage. Okay. Well, that's SE wet. Is there anything else on there? No, just the wet. That's all that neck has on it is a wet effect. So my thinking is that it's entirely handled by the swim speed, which means I just need to suck that out and then barf it back into the object, and I charm it. Set charmed state. I guess I'll save it as swim speed equals enemy.m swim speed. Add to charmed list. Set charmed state. And then enemy swim speed times equals 10, so we can see it. And then when we remove it from the charmed list, I need to restore it. Where do I restore faction? I need to fix this code. This is freaking dodgy. Remove from charm, because I don't think I call this. It's not going to reliably restore it. I am going to leave this off for now and just modify it one-way street. Yeah, wet doesn't apparently do much. Doesn't do anything to speed. I need to clean up this crappy code I'm writing at some point. I'm making myself a to-do list note to clean up the code. I will never get to that, I have a feeling. Like I could refactor, now that I've been doing this for like a year, I could completely refactor the code, and now that I know a little bit about C# and Unity and all that, I'm not going to do it. There he goes. Go in the water. See that neck? He's afraid of you. You gonna take that shit from him? Alright, swim fast, boar. I want to see it. Are you a speed swimmer now? What's your deal? Useless. Alright, you go get him. Where's that? Come with me. Is he fast? He was walking. Alright, let's go for a swim. Seems like he's faster, maybe. Oh yeah, he's faster. Okay, well that works. So this will make those long water fights much less painful if charmed enemies can like really cook when they get in the water. Come on, Piggy, show me your strokes. Show me what you've got. Alright, pig. Now you're gonna come back up, are you? How am I gonna force something to swim? I love the pig missile. Aww. Alright. When are you guys gonna get... I'm just gonna have a quick seat. Alright, go get him. Go scare him into the water. Christ. How about this? Deer do it. Yeah, I could. That's the smart thing, isn't it? Just to get in a boat. He's faster. Look at him. Yeah, he's catching that deer. Surprisingly, 10x doesn't look egregiously fast. I think I'll leave it for now. Stock boats, man. Who needs them? Here he comes. He's keeping up with my boat. Swim, little feller. Oh yeah, he could book it. Dangerously slow boats. I like that. I wonder if I can real-time modify my sail force on my boat to make it go super fast. That'll be fun. Let's try it. Inspect. World. Carve. Ship. Force. Sail force. Sail force factor. So we can do something obscene here, like 0.3. We have fast boat now? We do have fast boat. Check us out. Alright, well he can't keep up with my 10x boat. Oh, I've got that. I'm gonna get a copyright strike because I have that stupid yakety fast mod installed. That's hilarious. Who cares if I get a copy? It's not a strike, it's a copyright notice. I'm never gonna monetize, so who gives a shit? Let's have fun with it. Alright, so neck can definitely swim super fast. Yeah, it's cool if you know where all the values are, you can go in and just modify Valheim. Well, while we're doing this, and I've got that stupid mod up, and I'm not caring about copyright, but look at that neck. Why don't I go back to that inspector? And, oops. Water volume is incorrect. Carve, please. Carve, there we go. Let's go ship. Force. Let's make that 100x faster than normal boats. Oops. You want to talk about dangerously fast. Alright, it's not going to affect paddling. But it should affect when I put the sails out. Okay, they must be clamping it because that doesn't look 100x fast. Looks like normal. I mean normal blitz mode. Or is it? All right, that's enough of that. I wonder if I'm going to get a copyright notice. That song's okay though. The Sony says that we can use that on YouTube, unless you're like a. And here's the part I don't understand. Unless you're a YouTube partner, in which case you've different monetization rules apply to you. So if you use copyrighted material, even if it's permitted, you may not be able to monetize due to reasons and magical take. I have no fucking idea. So when I set charm state false, I just need to make sure enemy.m swim speed. Yeah, so I'll just do it like this. It's not that big of a cluster. It will probably mostly work. Okay. Right, set charm state, set swim speed. Restore swim speed. And then when I add them to the list, I need to store it off. It's a little annoying. Add it to that. Okay, then I need to do the save and load part. So I serialize all this out to a blob of data. And I just need to make sure that that gets saved and restored when, yeah, right here. So we're saving all this charm data. Okay, save it in the save data. Load it from the save data. Like that. There, that wasn't that bad. It was annoying, but not bad. All right, so that's my hit list, I think. I think the only thing left to do is create a new world and try to play up to Ike, I think. See what happens. And then I'll probably call it. Call it. I raised my voice in the end of a sentence. You ever know people that do that at the end of every sentence? I worked with a guy that did that every single sentence. And he liked to give long instructional videos. He would explain everything in great detail. All right. Beavis, what am I doing? Swim speed. All right, we're going to call that fixed. Dvergr confusion. No repro. Charmed enemies go in the water and get sad. Still may happen. Thralls chase deer. All right, well, that's progress. Maybe I need a gimmick as a streamer and need to have a vocal affectation. Like at the end of every couple sentences, just go like ha cha cha or woot in a monotone or pyong. That won't get annoying at all. Pyong. Blamo's a good one. Or something that would be not safe for work, so I severely limit. Hiya! So I could severely limit my audience. And at the end of every sentence, just add some sort of obscene tagline like "fuck 'em up, fuck 'em up." So, all right, I checked in my code, and now I'm just going to make a new character and run and just see what gameplay feels like. Fuck 'em up. Beastnik has long hair, a beard, and he's very dark because he plays hacky sack in the sun all the time. His hair is bleached out for the same reason. There we go. That's my boy. Move, yes. Ew. It may sound like I'm casting aspersions at hippies, and I'm not. I'm actually a pretty huge hippie. In that I wash out my plastic bags, and I believe that all life comes from a pool of consciousness outside the space-time, the 4 dimensions of space-time, and then it returns to it when we die, and all that deep Buddhism and whatever. I'm a hippie. I'm not an asshole about it. Fuck 'em up, let's go, giddy up, giddy up. I like that. It's a little long for the end of every sentence. Fuck 'em up, let's go, giddy up, giddy up. All right, we're going to play like we're really playing now. Let's see all the things that go haywire and don't work the way I expect them to, and I can be super disappointed on stream for everyone. How many is that now? It's like 400? 65 watching. It's all the profanity that brought that last 15 in, I think. I've got a lot of errant printfs. Need to clean up my logging. All right, so the trick on the beginning of Pacifist is to just not die before you get arrows, which is surprisingly a lot harder than it sounds. Need food. All you need is one chuckleberry to like chase you around, and I hear a neck. I need more wood. Can I make a hammer yet? Yes. All right. I need to make an axe immediatamente. I need wood. I don't want to resort to tree punching, but I will. I'll do it. I think the first version of Valheim I played, I had to tree punch to get wood. Enough for more wood. Hey, Christine. That's 2 away from. Thanks for coming into the stream, Christine. Have you been lurking and hearing me try on catchphrases to flesh out my brand? Oh god, this is going to be a pain with him following me around. I need an axe. Yeah, hippies don't punch trees. Unless they need some tough love. Sometimes trees don't know what's best for them, and they have to be taught a lesson by the world. Something that will sustain them later in their lives when their roots are deeper and their branches are taller. But if they're still a sapling, sometimes you may have to punch a tree just for its own good. You've been here since the start. No way. Do you think that there's any way that 65 people could be watching this stream? Like actual human being people? I don't understand. Alright, of course I'm out of arrows. Hold on, I got this all joinked around. There we go. Alright. I believe facing directly north and turning my workbench square with the north allows me to build without having it complain. Oh, 2 of them now. Ah, oh, you guys, really now? Need an arrow, just arrows. 1 wood arrows. Ah, there we go. Freedom. Alright. You 2 guys work it out. I gotta make arrows. You really think? I still don't believe anyone would want to watch me flail around in a text editor for hours on end. So, forgive me if I'm not being negative. I'm just being. What am I being? I don't know what I'm being. I'm not being negative though. It means that they're here. They're morbidly curious about it, and they get to listen to my random vocal stylings while I talk to myself in the dark. So it's a whole package of goodness right there. All right, so now we're collecting. Now we're collecting trophies like a real grown-up boy. What do I need? Pig and deer. I do have a pleasant voice. Thank you. It's very sweet of you to say that. I don't like my voice when I hear it. I think I sound like a bad thing. Sorry, I can't think right now. I'm friendly. I have that going for me. That didn't take long. I hear a deer. Think you can catch a deer, little guy, little grayling, little ling. Go get him. Go get him. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. So once this starts working with some reliability, I think I may start experimenting with other types of arrows, because it may not be interesting enough for just charming, but maybe it is. Maybe an arrow to uncharm, maybe an arrow to give somebody amnesia for a few minutes. Nope. Get him, get him, get him, get him. I'll hold him here. You guys punch him. I'm helping. Maybe I need the pig on my side. Yeah, I'm helping. See? Yay. Trophy! So I need a deer. Yeah, we had talked about higher level arrows charming longer. I like that idea too. I think it's time to start amassing an army so I can get some deer. Oh, I need to figure out where Ike is too. I never had a peek. Yeah, most people don't like their own voice, and I think that's because we just don't hear ourselves. We hear ourselves through our head, and our head is thick and full of meat, and it muffles the sound. And when we hear ourselves on a recording, we're like, I don't sound like that because I'm not listening through a giant wad of meat. That's my theory. My meat-based theory of head voice filtering. Well, I'm not going to bother running back to the stone because I see the altar right here, man. I don't need that. Okay, deer now. It's deer time. Come on, Goon Squad, let's do this. I like the stones. 0 stones, 0 crates. I do like having my potato laptop back in service, though, as a chat window. Didn't have a second monitor. Some very generous and kind people offered to help me procure an additional monitor for streaming, which I was completely blown away by. But I really don't like owning things. Like I have a laptop that I bought like 6 years ago. When I bought it, it was an underpowered piece of plastic, and it's still it's only improved in that way, like a fine wine. But I can type on it and I can web surf, so I pulled it out and now I'm like a real streamer. Come on, dear. My poor boar. Yeah, it would be good for Discord. Unless I get nitro. Because I have a feeling it wouldn't be able to handle nitro. Where's the rest of my boys? Are you it now? Yeah, you're it, aren't you? Okay, here comes the other one. So, Christine, I added the ability to leash your charms at 50 meters. So if you walk away from them, they're chasing a deer or whatever. And if you run the other direction, they'll turn around and go to you. And I'm trying to figure out what a good distance for that is. So that's going to come from gameplay, I think. But it's, you no longer have to like chase a grayling halfway to the Black Forest to find out if it killed that deer. Seemed like that was an undesirable side effect. So it works pretty well considering I kind of Hail Married the code on that one. But I think it'll improve the playability quite a bit. All right, come on, guys. Do I have anybody? Where are you guys? Over here. You see them? See them? There's 2 deer over here. That one? So I can follow, and he should keep that. Oh, unless his charm is over, and he got killed by my other one. All right, I got no charms now, so deer. That's thanks, Volk. I wouldn't call what I do high-level coding skill, but it's definitely spelunking. I can spelunk with one monitor. Code, it's like code caving. Caving? Is that what they call that? Orienteering, maybe? Or cheesy. I definitely like poking around inside Valheim, seeing what makes it tick. Continually amazed by the amount of shit that their lead programmer has to just straight up keep in his head. Like, there are ways to organize things to make them more structured and abstracted and layered and all that. But if it's just you, why bother? If you can like keep it all in your head, having to deal with all that extra crap, it just slows you down. And so like all his code is just like, oh, I want to do this here, ticka 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 ticka. I do it. You know, it's nice, and it makes it a little hard to read sometimes. But big old brain on that whatever his name is, guy with the black hair and the mustache. He has the benefit of being a good programmer and a good team and a good company and a good country and being young and attractive. So I hate him, but I love him. But I hate him, though. But it is kind of like hallowed ground, because I like this game so much that every time I go into the Valheim code, it's like these like sacred incantations that have been scribed down, you know? So it's super fun to see like how straightforward all the like the complex stuff we try to figure out while we're playing, that how straightforward it all is when it comes down to it, and how like kind of delicate it is. Like change one number or one statement, you can vastly change the way the game works. So it's been balanced very. Bees! Woo cha chow. Bees. Woo cha chow. I think that maybe will be my catchphrase. When something goes well, I'll just go, woo cha chow. Alright, there's a deer. There's my boy. Go get the deer, my boy. I also added increased swim speed, Christine. Watch this. Go get him. See him out there? I know you want some of that. Watch this. Actually gets there. You can't actually hit him, but he can get there. So this isn't the full Monty. I think I have to do more crap to get water combat not janked. He just straight up can't hit him. Alright, but I can leash him. I can go the other direction, right? This works, I swear. 50 meters. Where's 50 meters? There it is, right there. And we're back. And we're leaving. Get him! Get him! Get him! Come on, you bonehead. If I could do it, I would just do it, but I can't. Because I'm a peace-loving person, so I'm going to trap that deer so you can torture him to death. That's how much I love peace. You hold still, pointy boy. Oh, good lord. Oh yes, Sad Ike. So I played around with the enemy boss AI, and it doesn't behave like normal. Well, not surprisingly, it doesn't behave like normal AI. So, wait, what you doing there, HR shoving stuff? So I tried a couple things. I tried just straight up taming Ike. Just flat taming him with no fancy Steve code, anything. I mean, Ode Horse code. My name's not actually Steve. Without any Ode Horse code in it, and he got sad. And then I just changed his faction to be player, and he got sad. And I changed him to be undead, and he got sad. So I think the pathing problem, where he goes in the water, I looked at it, he's targeting a neck, he can't figure out how to get to the neck from the water, and so he just sits there and fails his path repeatedly. And all of that, I spent about an hour on it, and all of that made me just be like, you know, Boss v Boss is fun and all, but it's not really what I want this mode to do, so I just disallowed charming bosses completely. So you have to kill a boss with your horde of miscreants. You have to be creative about your zone and bring in enough to kill the boss, and then during the boss fight you have to go recruit and all that stuff, which I think is more interesting than just summoning a second Yag and watching the two of them rock'em sock'em robots for like 20 minutes. So I solved the problem by not solving it, which is like absolutely my favorite way of solving problems. So I'm never going to get a deer head, but everything seems to be working pretty well. I might drag a golden down here and have him lay waste to everything. That sounds kind of fun. I want, do I need meat? Do I have God on? No. And as far as I can tell, the bear seemed to behave with the new code. But we'll see. In thorough testing, I'm not the most thorough tester. I can't test the code I write very well just because I wrote it and I want it to work, and so even though I want to try to break it in every way I can think of, I for some reason can't think of that many ways or something subconsciously. So it's like I'm both trying to make it strong by trying to break it. At the same time, I'm being gentle and tender with it because I want to stop fixing bugs and I want to move on. So I'm the worst QA person for me. I don't know if this mountain is hefty enough to be a productive mountain for peaceful slaughter. bear is incredibly effective against pretty much everything. It's like having a unruly tank with you. Hang on a second, I gotta screenshot something real quick. Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Like, I've developed the mod with a lot of help from Xmall, because he's willing to throw in and try out new stuff and encounter painful bugs, and he's been fantastic. Like, he's an amazing tester because he can test everything and quickly, and like, he stresses the game out like, pretty well. So oh, this is the guy I want. I want Golem. I choose you. Oh, there's just this is like a buffet of badass enemies. If I could get an arrow out there. Come on. Both so brutal. Oh man, I got no stamina. I'm not rested, I'm freezing. I have 1 health. Got a Drake. Are there any wolves left? No. Alright, how about you? You wanna come to the party? Back to the forest is down. Oh, my stamina. Oh, this is fun. You got a cave. I can go in there and... Okay, that's a good question. So what happens when I go into the cave to my charms? I've got 3 active charms right now. Are they going to despawn, or are they going to hang around out there and continue to do stuff? Well, they're still out there. Can I break this? Give me somebody good. Nice. We gotta go 2-on-1 here. Late. Hair. Yeah, they're still out there. Oh, no, I lost one of them. So they're basically... They're not unloaded. They weren't dropped out of the world, looks like. So if I come back out, I should still have some... Should have 2 guys. I see 1 guy. Oh, there's the other guy. And now they're leashing back to me. So I wonder what... So if the dungeon is like way up in the sky or whatever, that means they're far enough away from me that they would give up on their target and try to get back to me, which probably means they would come to where come to my XY position in the world, but on the ground. It's actually pretty desirable behavior. So they'll like show up outside where I am when I zone out, like that golem did. Well, that's kind of cool. Motor? You don't think anything can take motor? Pack of wolves, bunch of golems, fen rings. Yeah, probably not. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past. So anyway, yeah, the thing about Xmol is like if I turn him loose on this thing and he's interested, he'll find a way to get all the trophies in 4 hours. He'll figure out all the strats. I'm pretty sure. Like I would never be able to, but oh, I want my golem back. It's not gonna happen. Nope. Goodbye. Well, I haven't killed Ike, but everything has been behaving kind of like I think it should. I haven't had a buildup of charms. My charm is still following me. Airborne. Water looks okay, not great. Far travel seems to be okay. Let's see what happens when I lose my next charm. But one thing that I've never been, I've never failed to be surprised by is the inventiveness of Valheim players to figure out things. The game is so sandboxy that I'm continually surprised with what people come up with. So I don't know. I respect your what's the word I'm looking for here? Skepticism is the word I'm looking for. I respect your skepticism. I'm willing to bet, even though I can't think of it, a strategy that someone will come up with for things that we think we can't do. But I could be wrong, so who knows? In which case, I'll fix it. There were a couple things I had to do for some of the new modes that after playtesting was like, yeah, there's just no way we're going to be able to wait 3 days for crops, you know. So it's like, yeah, you're right. That goes against the idea of a blitz. It's not blitz, run like hell, go, kill, build, fight, and then wait for crops. It was a very sad trombone moment. Same thing with fermenters. I get why overnight production is important for the full game, but gotta go fast. Alright, I'm just tooling around. My list of charms is empty. I think this is I think it's soup. What I have to do now is I have to bump the version number. I'm not going to put it on Thunderstore yet because it's still full of jank. Well, maybe I should because I fixed that biome bonus reporting issue for JV, which was a total dumbass move on my part. Like incredibly dumbass, like 100% dumbass. And I was very like adamant that I had done it correctly. And so the poor guy had to go check his logs, and I looked at the code and I was like, oh man, got him. What an asshole I am, huh? Here, I'll show you what it was. It's just so stupid. So clown shoes. Where was that? Calculate biome bonus stats. I think it was this. Calculate biome bonus score. No, it was this one. So, no, it wasn't that one. So let's see. Update mod UI. Right. So I was like, so what I ended up doing is sending meadows as the biome for all the biome bonuses during the last hunt, and I have code in here so that if I sent the same thing multiple times, I ignore the second time, and so forth. I don't send thing multiple times, but it's kind of a just to ensure that the data I send him isn't crappy. So when I say default value of biome is meadows, update the biome bonus trophies. This is when a trophy is picked up. So I'm like, oh, you finished the biome. You finished the biome. I construct a string saying bonus for whatever the biome is. I pass it along to JV here. Log it. I flash the trophies. All that stuff was working except this function right here where I pass in the name of the biome, the name of the trophy rather, and I get back the biome that was just cleared. So I do everything correctly, but I failed to actually return the biome that was found. So it just takes the biome in, lets it sit there for a little while, and sends it right back out. And I felt like such a jerk face for. It was just lazy. I just like, yeah, whatever, it'll be fine. I don't know. I think I'd gotten home from work and I was ready to collapse, and I did a bunch of other changes for him and sent it along. Anyway, that's my story. That's all I've got on that. So I'm going to bump the version to 10. Let's make a new change log entry. Let's call this bug fixes for trophy pacifist mode. Okay, I'm going to comment out a bunch of print statements that I don't need. Let's do that now. Starting here. Debug. Fine. Here we go. This one for sure. If I leave these in, it can cause lag for people. Cool. So I think what I'll do with this guy is I'll put it up as a 10 alpha. And let's cook the release version. Put it up on Discord as a 10 alpha. And I just blocked my windpipe again, dude. I swallowed hard, swallowed wrong. Excuse me. Wrong. Okay, let's go. Nope. User is S. Mary, blah, blah, blah. Source. Valheim, TrophyHuntMod. Package, here we go. Notification time is now. DLL time is... Oh, yeah. Okay, yep. Groovy. Don't laugh at me manually using the zip Windows Explorer built-in zip function in the menu. I know I should have it like spitting out a zip file based on badass scripting. Don't care. My whole credo with this mod is just try not to do anything. Okay, 910. Let's check again. Manifest says 910 or 1010. Did I say 910? Dude. HuntMod open 1010 alpha. Okay. 10. Make sure it's got the goods. Yep. All right, let's post it to mod updates. Here's a side loadable zip of HM in alpha state for those who want to play with Pacifist. I fixed a bunch of bugs, and I think what I have is pretty decent. So please, if you're interested, beat on it and break it. Couldn't reproduce the Dvergr misbehaving. So let's make a little list of fixes. Probably gonna have to wrap after this. How do I get my stream info? I don't know. Woo cha chow. Lo-fi chill beats, royalty-free music songs. Yes, I was Googling that. Don't judge me. I forget I'm on my computer and you guys can see what I'm doing. And there could be incriminating things up here. Fortunately, I don't do anything interesting enough to incriminate myself anymore, so safe. Hey, I'm watching my own stream. 81 watching now. Look at that. MS Paint. Best paint program ever. Oh. What? What? How do I? Oh. Okay. And what should I? Some kind of epic tagline close. May God have mercy on your soul. No, that's a little too epic. Thanks, guys. I love you. There we go. The game on weekday evenings. Yeah, I get home at like 4. Unless I have an extra um, uh, unless I don't. Hold on, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Mode titles vertical. Yeah, the mode title. I don't know how you guys switch around modes. Yeah, I know it bakes my noodle to switch between like Trailblazer and Saga. Like, wait, what am I looking for now? Just thinking between work and streams. I don't know where you fit gaming. I don't really much game anymore. Yeah, maybe I Woo Chow. All right, yes, Woo Chow, it's up. And Christine got first on the comment. So what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I can look at making that thing vertical. I bet it's like crazy stupid easy to turn the text sideways in Unity. What do I call that? I call that mode text something. Game mode text. Game mode elements. So game mode text. So there's this text mesh pro object that's a UI object that Unity uses, and I bet there's a rotation. I wonder if the transform will do it all for me. Rotation quaternion dot Euler. Boy, that's fucked up. Let's put all of our coordinate systems in. What does the Euler take, degrees and not radians? Oh, even better, it doesn't say. Pi divided by, oh, it looks like degrees. All right, yeah. We're going to party like it's 1990. So what is the Euler rotation for? It's probably the Z rotation. Let's try 90 degrees in Z, see if that does anything. Also, let's see if TM text has a vertical setting. Vertical alignment? No. Rotate. Guess I could read the docs. It would be like read order or text order. Let's try this. Let's use the robots. TM Pro text object in Unity to draw to rotate text. Just add the rotation to the entire text object. Well, maybe I can in the transform. Hey. Rich tags for rotate tag can apply rotation to characters. The tag takes the degree value. You can do it in the text markdown as well. Well, I'm just going to run it and see what my little hack did. Probably nothing. You only got first because Cookie is sleeping. She's been using me as an unpaid sleep aid lately. It's happened more than once. And I'm actually tremendously complimented that I'm able to knock her out with my voice. Because I think that's great. to have that power. But yeah, twice now she's like, I need to sleep. I'm going to leave this on. Yeah, that's vertical, all right. Check it out. It didn't rotate around center. But it's hella vertical, right? Look at the verticality of that. So it normally is here. And so when I rotated it 90 degrees to the left, it rotated down to here, which means, like, if it was here, it rotated around this point, kind of swung down this way. So that means I just need to nudge it a little bit this way and this way, just above the timer. But I'm totally not going to do that right now. Yeah, it'll look good in the right place. It'll be out of the way, and I think it's going to be pretty sweet. And pretty soon, by the time the 1.0 Valheim comes up, I'm going to fill all the safe zone margins with icons and text. It's such a busy mod, but like, you know, I just dropped everything in the safe zone. Because, you know, when you're making a video game, you have to account for overscan. If you're ever going to port it to the console could be on a TV, and because the old tube TVs were not reliably, the width was not reliably adjusted. You had to go in by like 5% from all the edges with the text that you wanted the user to display in case there was overscan on wherever it's set up. Now we have LCD screens, but they're still overscanned because even the things that went wrong before, we want to keep doing them. And so when they laid out the UI for Valheim, just like any video game would leave a safe zone around for overscan. So I just crammed everything in the safe zone, which is not safe, but, you know, who cares? It's a computer and it's for streamers. So I've still got tons of safe zone that I can populate. But getting a little tight, getting a little busy. Anyway. Well, that's like the feeling of a job done. Good progress on Pacifist, and thank you, 82 people, for watching me lose my mind on stream and write bad code. I appreciate it. And Volk and Christine, I love you guys for showing up. Frankly floored that you're willing to hang out with me, but I'm super grateful that you're keeping me company while I do this. This is a cool thing. So yeah, I feel feelings, and I'm just gonna leave it with that. Yeah, so in the interest of ending a stream without stumbling all around on my own feet, I'm just going to call it. So I hope you guys have a great night. Hey, Pixel coming in with the stream snipe. Good to see you, brother. Okay, have a great night, you guys. Have a good day tomorrow. I hope your lives go well and you're getting all the things you want and none of the things you don't want. I'll see you on the other side.